you've racked up a bill before that came to you and you thought, I'm not quite sure how I could pay for this. You know, currently right now I'm watching my oil tank level go down, and I'm a little bit like, no, go down slower, because oil prices are kind of high. They're pretty high, and I'm like, we can't buy oil right now, you know? And so, you know, sometimes a bill comes and you're like, I'm not quite sure how we're going to pay for this. Right? Imagine if you had, you know, loans, and maybe you can imagine this, debt and loans that you went through life just racking up more with. I got to pay for school with this. I got to pay for my food with this. I'm going to buy a house with this. I'm going to make all my medical bills with this, and just accruing more and more and more and more debt to a point where you realize there is no way that I could ever pay this off. Imagine owing a debt that if you worked the rest of your life, you still could not pay that off. And then someone else who didn't partake in any of that debt that you accrued steps in and says, you know what? I'm going to cover all of this for you. I'm going to cover this entire bill with my own funds. This is Jesus. This is the cross. Is us racking up something that we could never repay on our own. But with something so much important than physical things, with something spiritual. With our soul, with our eternal life, we have racked up a debt that we can't pay ourselves. But in His grace and love for us, God had a plan. And that plan, Jesus says, was about to reach its fulfillment. And that plan was the cross, and the cross changed everything.